Adrenal fatigue is probably the most overlooked illness in modern society. Most people haven't even ever heard of it. In conventional medicine, you're either sick or healthy. There is no in between. Adrenal fatigue is not recognized by conventional doctors because it is not treatable according to them. It is a manifestation of deficiencies, imbalances, heavy metal toxicities such as mercury and copper, and from too much stress. There are very many causes of adrenal fatigue. Every kind of stress, such as working too much, any kind of abuse, especially as a child, even drug and alcohol use, can deplete the body of nutrients and cause adrenal fatigue. Heavy metals especially are a big cause. Mercury fillings and a copper imbalance, which go hand in hand, are two of the biggest causes of adrenal fatigue. A poor diet, especially the standard American diet, can contribute to this. Genetics, if your parents have deficiencies, then you do too. It's just snowballing from each generation, and we're getting sicker and sicker. Over-exercising can actually cause adrenal fatigue as well. We lose minerals when we sweat, and that taxes the body when we're not replenishing them. Many people are exercising, and they're either drinking plain water, which is actually dehydrating, or they're drinking Gatorade, which has all this sugar and artificial sweeteners and colors, so it's not nourishing us. Stress puts us in a constant fight or flight mode, which is what taxes our adrenals and keeps us in that cycle. So what are the adrenal glands? They are two little pea-sized glands that sit on top of the kidneys. The outer part of the adrenal gland is the adrenal cortex. It secretes the corticosteroid hormones, especially cortisol, which monitors the body's metabolism, inflammation, and blood pressure. The adrenal medulla is the inner part, which secretes the adrenaline and noradrenaline, which are the hormones that respond to stress. When the adrenal medulla fires, it increases the heart rate, boosts blood flow to the muscles, and creates a surge of blood sugar in the bloodstream. This has evolved so we could draw a quick burst of energy in a fight or flight situation. So, if we are in a constant fight or flight situation, we are burning through not only these hormones, but the minerals that make these hormones. The adrenals are so vital to our health and well-being. Common symptoms of adrenal fatigue, obviously low energy through the day, and especially getting going in the morning. That's the most common symptom. Low thyroid function, can't lose weight, low or no libido, low blood pressure especially is a big sign. Dizzy when standing up, which is related to low blood pressure. Massive cravings for salt and sugar. We actually need a lot more salt when we're in adrenal fatigue than most people would think. Salt is not bad. Table salt is bad. But good, unrefined sea salts are not bad. Anxiety, mental exhaustion, depression, racing mind, all of these are very common symptoms. A diagnosis of fibromyalgia or any autoimmune disorder is a major sign that your adrenals are in trouble. Testing for adrenal fatigue has a few different ways. A hair tissue mineral analysis is definitely one of the best ways to determine your adrenal function. There are 3 stages of adrenal fatigue, and the hair test can tell you which stage you're in. It also shows you how your thyroid and your nervous system are working, because in adrenal fatigue we have so many different imbalances throughout the whole body. Some blood tests that are helpful are zinc, copper, ceruloplasmin, magnesium, red blood cell, histamine, iron, ferritin, a full hormone panel, potassium, RBC, and sodium. These are all nutrients that are very low when we are in adrenal fatigue. Some people do find saliva cortisol tests to be helpful. It determines the cortisol that you have throughout the day, and you can find treatments depending on whether you have high or low cortisol. Another way is to find a naturopathic doctor that is familiar with adrenal fatigue. There are definitely more out there nowadays, so it is getting easier to find treatment, but it's not an easy path to heal. Some of the most common treatments for adrenal fatigue include good quality salt, pink Himalayan Celtic salt and Redmond's real salt are 3 of the best ones that you can go for. Some people need a lot more salt than others. We usually aim for between a teaspoon and a tablespoon a day. Good fats are essential for the adrenals. Coconut oil, grass-fed butter, and grass-fed meats are great. The fat and cholesterol are actually needed for hormone production, so a low-fat diet actually can contribute to adrenal fatigue as well. Whole food vitamin C is very important, not ascorbic acid. Vitamin C is stored in the adrenals, and when the adrenals are under stress, you can actually waste vitamin C as well. B vitamins are crucial. Vitamin A, as retinol, not beta-carotene, we have been kind of lied to, and they're not the same thing. Retinol is very, very important for copper regulation and for our hormones and for thyroid and for our adrenals. Magnesium, of course, is another great tool for treating adrenal fatigue. Most people are deficient, so we do need more magnesium. And the biggest common treatment is rest, sleep, more rest, and more sleep. We've pushed ourselves to the limit. We've reached the burnout stage. Now we need to rebuild our body and let the nutrients do their jobs. Everyone's treatment will be different. We definitely are all individuals. We all will have different deficiencies and imbalances. Working on the body as a whole is important. The adrenals, liver, and gut all need to be working better in order to heal completely. Adrenal fatigue is a wake-up call for a lot of people to